Yo everyone, this is your boy Deano here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a co-op review and I'm here with my boy Shorty here and my boy T2KU Gaming here. Say hello guys.
Hi.
What's up guys, how you doing?
Right, what we're going to do guys, we're going to play like a mission, go through together, we're going to talk about the gameplay, what we like and positives and negatives of the game, and then each of us are going to give us a score out of 10 what we think is good. So we're just going to crack on the mission for now, and whilst we're doing the mission we're just going to talk about what we like about the game. So I hope you enjoy. So out of all three of us at the moment, Shorty's most advanced. This is the first time that us three have actually played together, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably one of the best co-op games we've actually played together. So I don't know what you feel about that, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Okay. So we'll talk about the general gameplay then, guys, to start off with then, the co-op side. So I'll start with me. One thing that I do like about this co-op gameplay between us three is the fact that when we're doing our missions and stuff, it gives us a chance to do like something competitive, which means like random events will occur where we have to kill a certain amount of zombies, and the first one to get the most kills out of three of us will get the extra points, which I think that makes it more competitive in the game. So that's probably one of my favourite bits about the gameplay of the co-op, and the fact that the whole game is all campaign, is all co-op. So it's not certain missions, it's every part of the game, the side quests, everything is all co-op, which is good. That's what I like about it. So I'll pass you now over to Luca and see what he thinks.
Yeah, I think it's a good game as well. The co-op's really good. I like how it's all inclusive with it. It's not like specific multiplayer missions. It's all kind of all together, which is a much better experience for us.
Cool. And back to Shorty.
My favourite part of it is combat system and how you can parkour over everything and include it into the fighting and the skill trees which you can advance, do better things. That's really cool.
What are you enjoying most about the co-op part of it though, Shorty?
Well, playing all together, playing with your mates, doing all the missions.
Fair enough. So like looking at the positives then, go back to me here. So one of the positives I feel about this game is the fact that even if I play my campaign separately to these guys, it will not ruin my progress on my own game, which I think is really important. So if, say for example, Shorty or Luca wasn't with me, they could I could play my own campaign and just quite happily jump into their campaign whenever I wanted to. So that's one positive to me. I would say one of the negative things probably about it is that sometimes when you die, you don't always get the chance to be revived, and it just sends you back to the save point. I don't know if you guys felt that. It'd be nice if every time you did die, you could get the chance to get revived every time, instead of having to go back to the save point every time. I thought that would have been handy if you could just get revived each time.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a chance most of the time, but
yeah.
I know
So what's one of your positives then, Luke?
I like the melee and that kind of stuff. I like the drop kicks. I like all the kind of special ways you can kill them, to be honest. I don't really care so much for the active kind of electric floor and that kind of stuff, but the melee's pretty cool.
I don't know, about halfway back, I guess.
Any negatives did you say?
Why?
It takes too long to get guns. I kind of want a gun.
Takes so long to
But I
get
don't
going.
know.
Not my problem.
To get a gun.
Get a gun, yeah, right. That's a very fair point. We've done what, maybe 7 hours altogether on this, and
Yeah.
we've only just recently got a weapon. I know Shorty's been getting some weapons recently with his rifles, and actually they'll probably go on to one of Shorty's bad points about how the fact that they're not actually that strong compared to your like melee weapons. I'm sure he might touch on that in his part in a second. But that's what I feel. So going on to Shorty, what would you say is positive about the co-op experience and the general gameplay of this game?
I quite like how you can drop your weapons and give them to your friends and stuff if they're struggling to find decent weapons. You can always like donate when you're good. but also that also spoiled the game a little bit. But either way, negative I'd say definitely about the guns so far. I mean, damage-wise isn't very good compared to what you can get on the melee weapons, unless there's stronger ones.
Yeah.
Later to come, we'll see. But yeah, apart from those,
That's a fair point.
games.
I think that we can all say here as well, we've all played Dead Island, and obviously this is the guys that made Dead Island, this game. If you're comparing this to Dead Island,
Patrol.
how would you compare it? Would you say this is a better version of Dead Island, or what?
Yeah, it's more fluid. I think
Done
it's
that.
much better, like...
Speaking of devil.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Wait a sec.
Yeah, do you know that?
I want
There's a
that, I
gun there,
want
dude.
that.
Oh, thank you. There's a gun there as well. Yeah, so how would you say this compares to Dead Island then?
It's really Dead Island, but better parkour. No, it's just more fluid, isn't it?
I probably would agree with you, and it's the fact that I think Dead Island's got like too much of a cartoony feel to it. Obviously, with Dead Island 2 is going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be picking up on that. But this game is so big, and it's just the fact that you can play your friends, you can do whatever you want. Whereas the Dead Island, you're quite restricted to what you can do. You got to do this quest, you got to do that.
Okay,
Whereas
got
us
it.
three could just go off and do some parkour. And I like the fact that the things you do, like jumping around and stuff, actually improves your agility and stuff like that. That's how you earn your points. I think that's a really good idea from them to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
How would you say Shorty would compare to Dead Island?
Well, obviously, Dead Island didn't have the parkour
So,
in it, so that was
It's safe to say
that's a
that
big
Ryan isn't
difference
the
in
most
this, isn't
popular
it?
person in town, huh?
play. Makes it a lot more fun. A lot.
How would you say, guys, like the game graphically compares to
Like it
games that
early.
are actually on the PS4 at the moment? How would you say the game graphically is?
Yeah, I think it's well developed. I think it's a lot of detail. It's hard to kind of compare it to a lot else because I think it's completely different.
I'll just
format.
interrupt you quickly there, Luca. That is a thing that we were talking about, a quick competitive thing. If we wanted to do that, we could do first person to get the most loot. But obviously, I think that's one of the boring challenges, so we don't really pass up on them ones. So carry on what you're saying, Luke.
I can't remember, but yeah, pretty much just it's the graphics are really good on it. I think.
What would you
Put a
say,
lot
like
of
the
detail into
persona
it,
of like
but
the zombies, guys? Would you say the zombies are quite well, like different? There's quite a lot of mixture of different zombies in the game, or would you say they're all quite similar?
Yeah, they're really good versions of which be annoying. But yeah, it's a good variety.
It reminds
Okay,
me of
guys.
Left 4 Dead with some of their stuff. They got the spitter and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Left 4 Dead back in the day.
It has got a Left 4 Dead touch to it, hasn't it? Definitely. But I think this game has done its job by the fact that they put in what they missed out on Dead Island, parkours and stuff. There's another objective up top there, guys. Open the airdrop first. That will be a competition between us three. We've decided not to do that. So what we're going to do now, guys, for the co-op side of things, we're going to give it a score out of 10. So I'll go first in saying I will give this a 9.5 out of 10. Main positives for me is the fact that everything on this game is co-op. There's not certain missions where you have to do it singly. You can do it together, and the competitive part of it's really good that you can randomly just do competitive things. So it's 9.5 out of 10 from Deano Gaming. I'll pass you over to Luca.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 9. I think I like the free roam. I like big plus about it being fully multiplayer. I'd like I know there's quite a lot of variety of weapons, but I'd like to have a bit more into pistols and that kind of stuff. A bit more automatic weapons. But other than that, yeah, it's good.
And actually, something we didn't actually touch upon quickly before we go to Shorty is the fact that they do have a mode where you can actually be the zombie at night times. Where you could jump into one of your friends' games and just attack them, which it was quite funny. Me and Luca was actually playing this last night, and we did have quite a lot of fun with it. But yeah, that's another game mode that this offers you as well. What I would have liked to see as well with games like this, okay, it's got the 4-player co-op part of it, but it would be nice if you could do like Zombies v Humans, so like 8v8. If it added something like that, I think that would have been brilliant.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah, so I'll pass you over to Shorty now to give him his verdict on the game, what he gives out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 9. Why is because it's got a good co-op side to it. Everything's pretty much team play, and even if you did want to play on your own, you still got your own story to it. So I thought that's quite a really good idea.
And I think
all the weapons is quite good. So, yeah.
And I think Shorty makes a key point. And I think a game that we didn't mention that's quite similar to the same regards in this is Dead Rising. That's another game that's kind of similar to this, in the respect that you can combine guns to do to make your guns better. So put an electric on them and stuff. So guys, this is sorry, Shorty.
Nah, sorry.
Okay, guys. Well, that is our co-op review from Deano, T2KU Gaming, and Shorty. I hope you enjoyed. So my verdict was 9.5. Luca was a 9, and Shorty was a 9. By far, probably one of the best co-op games on the PS2 at the moment for you to play with your friends. Definitely worth picking up a purchase. I don't know if you guys agree with me with that. It's not like your work will be wasting your money.
Definitely.
Okay, so take it easy, guys. Peace.
See you later.
Yeah.